Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. Third installment of Scott Selections here for Saturday, December 21st. For again, today's play of the day. Quick recap what happened yesterday. Nothing to recap. Give it a look at play for college football on Saturday. So if you want an extra play for college football, check out the episode before this one. For the actual play, though, for the episode right now, I want to remind you once again that we have more picks on our website. So go to the website and you do. Use the promo code QSY6QHDH for 4% off. Go to all subscription. Plus a reminder, hit the like button, subscribe to the bell so you're notified. Never miss an episode. Now, for the actual play, going back to college football, going to look at a matchup between Arizona State and Texas Tech, taking place at around 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And for this game to go with the home team here, going to take Texas Tech minus 2.5 at minus 132 on FanDuel. Time recording of 3 a.m. Eastern Time. Coverage where I'm going to go with the Red Raiders in the spot. First reason, Texas Tech has played a couple of home games this season, and offensively, they have been incredible. Now, I will admit, the defense that they played against have not exactly been that good, but Texas Tech is averaging 59 points per home game this season, with Morton at quarterback, with, of course, Brooks back at running back. I do think that this team has a lot of weapons, and then they should be able to show off some of the firepower here at home once again here on Saturday. Arizona State, though, is a surprising 3-0 after having pretty, I'd say, minimal expectations entering the season. They beat Texas State on the road last week, but the game was very competitive. They actually trailed by 14 points in the second quarter of that game. Main reason why they won, Texas State turned the ball over 3 times, and Arizona State was able to sneak away with a 3-point win. Point is, though, they really didn't look that great for a decent portion of that game. They got the job done. They looked better in the second half, but the point is they weren't exactly convincing in their win. So I think that a step-up competition here against Tech might be a little bit too much for the Sun Devils to handle on Saturday. Plus, we're looking at Texas Tech being at home with Joey McGuire as the head coach, and the Red Raiders have played 15 home games with him as the head coach. They are 12-3 straight up at home. So you have seen Texas Tech for the last couple of years look basically useless on the road, and they've looked really difficult to beat at home. And I think that's a good case once again for what might happen here on Saturday in this matchup. But you're looking at Arizona State. I mentioned before, they had pretty limited preseason expectations. They had a preseason win total of 4.5. Texas Tech had 7.5, so I am aware that preseason numbers can be a bit off. Shout out to Florida State. Point is, though, Arizona State did have a pretty interesting schedule to start the season because we thought it was going to be a bit difficult facing off against Wyoming and Mississippi State. The problem is both those teams have been really bad so far this season. You're looking at, for example, each of those teams combining for a 1-5 record. Wyoming lost to an FCS team a couple weeks ago. You ended up seeing Mississippi State lose at home to Toledo last week by 24 points. So even though Arizona State is 3-0, I do question the level of competition they faced, since it turns out Wyoming and Mississippi State are just non-bowl teams based on how the season's going for them. So I think Arizona State is in a pretty good sell-high spot, actually. A preseason team expected to finish somewhere in the non-bowl range, probably around 4 or 5 wins. Now they're 3-0. They had a nice comeback win on the road against Texas State. Now they're only getting about 2.5 here against a team that's 12-3 at home with McGuire as the head coach of Texas Tech, and a team that is averaging 59 points per home game this season. It might be a shootout, should be a fun game in general. The issue with Texas Tech early in the season was their pass defense, as they got torched by Abilene Christian. However, they were very good last week against North Texas. We know North Texas does throw the ball a lot, and Morris had a bunch of picks. Tech looked pretty good secondary-wise, and I do think that the pass defense, which was an issue earlier this season, has been improved, and Levitt has really not been a great quarterback in the pocket for Arizona State so far this season. Should be a fun game, though. Should be a high-scoring game. But Tech only laying 2.5 at home when they've been really dominant at home for the last couple of years, I think is a very good price. I will sell high. And Arizona State, think they're a bit overrated in the spot, and as a result, I am going to go with the home team to get the job done by at least 3 points. Well, that once again, here for Saturday, December 21st, going to be on Texas Tech minus 2.5 at minus 132 on FanDuel. Bye, everyone.